my blue eyes why you're known as the Tormentor. Torment! Slifer, the executive producer.
Mega Ultra Chicken.
Chicken harass. Harass, chicken. Harass.
Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis XL. Alright, welcoming you back to check this out. The show where we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at and have ourselves a good old time. Today, everybody, we got ourselves another deck sent to us via our Discord, and it's an Egyptian God style deck, thanks to our boy, the First Alchemist, who sent us in his own version of a 60-card Egyptian God deck with all the Egyptian gods in it. And we're going to see how this one works. It's got all the different strategies of the Egyptian gods. I'm going to go ahead and yugioh Pro. We're going to show off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. And we'll try out ourselves a good old time with this deck. It's an interesting build, and it's going to be... well, we'll see how it's going to handle against the very try-hardy folk over on yugioh Pro. And we'll just have ourselves a good time just trying to summon out each of these Egyptian gods one after another. So, of course, if you want to know the whole deck profile, as always, it's at the end. For now, we're going to head on into yugioh Pro, that Wild West Yu-Gi-Oh! And have ourselves some nice, good duels, showing off what this baby can do. So, enough talking, let's get right into the action. Alrighty, everybody, it's time for our first opponent, another day, and another card game. So, with our deck, going first or second, it's a bit of a tricky wicket with this one, because there's a bit of option for A, little option for B. So, we'll just kind of have to see where this goes. For now, I'm feeling second. Second feels better than first, so that's an interesting hand for certain. We have one of each. We have one of each Egyptian god card. What do we have here? Gingerbread House. What's this do? On standby phase, make as many monsters lose 600 attack, destroy monsters with multiple attack, gain life points, either the numbers destroy. Okay, interesting choice there. Very interesting indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and set a card and summon out Ra's Disciple. Good old Ra's Disciple, when it gets summoned out 2 more copies of itself. And this is essentially our tribute engine here. We're going to be tribute things off next turn, which is not ideal to wait a turn on this. If I had Sun God, the true Sun God spell, a little bit of, attack stoppage, that would have been even better, but is what it is. What is this? Oh my lord, I know I'm in the casual server, but what the heck is this? Mask of the Occur. Okay, interesting choice. I'm sure they would have probably should have saved that for a bigger monster, but you do you. You, my man, do you. Yeah! My god cards! I needed those! You monster! I mean, okay. We have the true Sun God. I can still get something. What on earth is this? This card's drawn. Let's see. There are more cards in your deck than your opponent's. Gain attack. What on earth am I up against? What is this deck? This is something. What was it? Let's see. Attack you to the different side 300. Interesting. And then Tiamaton. Okay. Destroy all the cards in this card's column. Well, I mean, I kind of wanted to play Thunder Force Attack, but that's what it is. Sometimes you get Thunder Force Attack, and sometimes you don't. Alright. What is this doing? Oh, it's during the battle phase this gets attack points. Okay. Let's see. No, unfortunately not. This is fine, though. I still have Guardian Slime I've drawn into. So even if I take damage, I will summon out the Guardian Slime. Oh, wait. I can't because of Ra's Disciple. That's right. I can't special summon anybody. Which is not ideal. Not an ideal thing. That's kind of why you want the true Sun God, is for that. Soul Crossing is a good one. This is true. I activate the true Sun God. Okay, we can work with this. True Sun God, and we're going to use that to search out Winged Dragon of Raw Spherical Mode. Very important. So we're going to go ahead and tribute this, and this. And give him Giant Golden Ball of Doom. Now, this will be very good. I'll get this back on my next turn, and I can tribute it off to special summon Winged Dragon of Ra. Granted, I can't do that with Ra's Disciple around, but we'll make it work. We will make it work somehow. So for now, Let's just battle phase into Morphing Jar. Ra's Disciple never gets to attack. Might as well let him do it while he's got a chance. Let's see. What do we got? Magic Arms! Okay. You know what? That helps me more. Honestly, that helps me more than anything else. I love this guy. It's a very trolly deck. It's exceedingly trolly, but I love it so much. This is one of those rare gems you can find on, like, the casual server. This doesn't always happen on casuals. A lot of times it's people playing the latest meta or the newest garbage. That's what you see more often than not. But this is just beautiful. It really is. Alright, so what are we going to be up against now? Because the one issue I'm having is... Well, actually, he doesn't play an extra deck, which is weird. I can imagine there's going to be some kind of Monarch nonsense here, although this might just be like a counter to Bestial... Oh, not Bestials, but Dogmaticus, perhaps. Could be either or. Could be either or. And I'm going to take damage. Oh. Well, if I was actually playing... Let's see... Yeah. Guardian Slime! Come forth, Slime! I'm going to put this in attack mode blatantly, because I want him to attack Guardian Slime. I need him to attack Guardian Slime, because if he does, I'm going to be able to get one of my God card spells. And I'll be good. I'll get any spell trap that lists the Winged Dragon. Again, I wish this card mentioned any of the Egyptian gods. That would have been so much better. Like, normally Slime is really good for defense, but in this case, we're just going to use him for some good old-fashioned searching. Because at this point, we're not going to be doing much with Ra. Because there's just not as much to do. Let me think about what I want to add. I've got... Let me think. I'm going to grab Millennium Revelation. I'm already going to get Ra. So I'm going to grab this so I can search out a monster born for later. And I can revive any Egyptian god I want using this. Let's see. Send this card... Actually, summon again. It's only Winged Dragon. That's the thing I don't like, is that every one of these cards is like, oh, you could do all these fancy things, but only with the one Egyptian god card. I would have liked it with all of them, but that's just me. But for now, we got our Winged Dragon of Ra. Let's go ahead and... do I want to pay life points right now? I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. But for now, let's summon out a Reactor Slime. We're going to activate its effect. Once per turn, the main phase, I can just get out 2 Slimy Boy tokens. Now, instead of Slimy Boy tokens, I can tribute this thing off. Let's see, during the battle phase, yep. And we'll be all set for that. Let's see. Yes. And I can get True Sun God. I'm good. Let's see, hold on one second. Let's see. Yeah, I can still attack. It's like, it'd be kind of weird if this card didn't... If I was prevented from battle phasing with Ra, this card would be completely ridiculous. But for now, Reactor Slimy, get me the Metal Ball of Doom. Now that I have the Metal Ball of Doom, everything is good in the hood. I actually cannot play Metal Reflex Slime right now. That's unfortunate, but not a big deal. For now, though, we're going to activate Winged Dragon Ra's effect. I'm going to pay 1,000 life points. We're going to go ahead and pop my opponent's set monster, because I don't trust it. That was a good call. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with my opponent, because he's trying to gain life points and deal damage and all that good stuff. Let's see. Might use the True Sun God next turn, because I have this other effect with this thing, involving the Phoenix mode Ra, where I can send Phoenix to the graveyard from the deck, and then send Ra to the graveyard. And that should trigger Phoenix mode to come back and do whatever it was Phoenix does. I don't remember what Phoenix does. It's something about massive field presence or what have you. Regardless, what on earth is this guy doing now? What on earth are these cards? I mean, I remember College of the Old Man. Neat little thing. What does this do? Every card in your opponent's graveyard during the standby phase. Neato. For now, Metal Reflex Slime. Who sadly will not be able to battle phase, but it's what it is. For now, though, we'll summon out Egyptian God Slime. We'll put him up here. Very good guy. He counts as 3 tributes for any Egyptian God monster. And he protects my monsters from being attacked. And with the Bound of the Bound Creator, it's even better. For now, though, let's go ahead. I need to be a little cautious. Just a little cautious about certain things. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Let me think about that. Activate another copy of the True Sun God. And this is going to let me get another card. Let me double check what this guy actually does. Let's see. Unaffected by other card effects. Pay 1,000. Set a monster field of the graveyard. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So we're gonna add Raw Phoenix mode. We're gonna add Raw Phoenix mode and activate Millennium Revelation. This way I can get this in the graveyard early, so that if there's anything I'm forgetting about, we'll be all set. So now I can use True Sun God whenever I please. For now, though, yeah, let's just go ahead and battle the phase for now. This thing's only ever gonna be what's its attack? 3,000. 3,000 is not too. That's not a small number. It's not a small number. So if I keep destroying the Cursed Bride doll, he's just gonna keep drawing the thing, right? He's gonna take 1,000 damage thanks to my mound. I just need to find a method of doing more damage to my opponent right at the moment. But that will come. That will come. For now, I think we are all good in the hood. Probably the best... Yeah, actually, what I really should get into is another God card. Because then I can use Soul Crossing. Really nasty spell. Lets me tribute out my monsters using my opponent's monsters. It's really, really powerful. Alright, so you're gonna just... He's just turtling up with these Cursed Bride doll things. I imagine at some point... Let's see, how many counters? Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12... 1,200 damage, so... I got a few turns before this becomes a real issue. Yeah, he's going to keep gaining life points, but once I get big boys on board, not really an issue, is it? Not especially. Let me think about this. I could use one with the Sun God to just gain life points myself. That is true. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Battle the phase. These things are going to get bigger. We're going to pop them both. Actually, I should probably get rid of this leaf. Well, actually, this just comes back, doesn't it? This is actually a really, really annoying deck when you get down to it. Alright, so let's just beat over both Cursed Bride dolls. Got a plan here, because this is going to keep doing 1,000 damage to my opponent. I need to do more damage. I got to do more damage. Much damage as possible. Now, we're going to activate Sun God's Unification, activate its effect to ditch Raw, gain 4,000 life points, and the Phoenix mode comes back. And he can attack too. So we'll just attack with everybody. Deal even more burn damage. Very nice. Alrighty. So with that all said and done, I've got lots of life points. And you can only get 2 monsters on the board maximum. Let's see. Send a face, then this is the graveyard. Then I can Monster Born Winged Dragon of... Okay, yeah, we pretty much got this. Pretty much. So what is this? Let's see. Oh yeah, then I get Sphere Mode from the deck, and then I can get another Raw. Okay, this works too. I was about to say, why is Phoenix going away? I like that guy. I like that dude, but this works too. So here's what's going to happen. My opponent's going to get his monsters back. He can bring back the Leaf Place dude. Well, that's pretty cool in of itself. Not gonna lie, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But there's really nothing my opponent can do here. This can't be beaten by battle. He can only attack Slime. Yeah, he can beat into God Slime and do damage, but that's about all he can do. That's about it. Because essentially what my plan is going to be is ditching Revelation, bringing back the original Raw, and then I can use the effect of Sun God Unification. Like so. This is what we're going to do. Use our Unification. We're going to activate Monster Reborn. This will revive the Winged Dragon of Ra. And then I can activate Sun God Unification. They all but 100, and my boy becomes absolutely massive. And let's see, I can also, trade off my boy, gain life points, all that good stuff. But I don't need to worry about that right now. So here's what we're going to go into. Yeah, this Cursed Bride doll is going to be huge. Let's see, how many attack points is that going to be? 4,000? 4,500. Okay, that's pretty close. Anyway, let's go ahead and beat into this Cursed Bride doll. You can take your bride to the church, because that's where I'm taking you, the morgue. Something like that. Anyway, Winged Dragon of Ra, finish this off. An interesting opponent. Not gonna lie, I was actually rather impressed at how insufferable this deck was. If this guy had like battle traps, more things, if he had like Boku and Threatening Roar, things like that, this definitely could have gone a different way. Because he could have used that Cauldron to keep burning and burning me and all that good stuff. The longer this thing on the board, the trickier. But perfect illustration of what our deck aims to do. And like a lot of this is going to be focused on like the raw stuff. Unfortunately, that's just how Konami did the support. But we're going to do our best to summon out Obelisk and Slifer as well. So let's go ahead into duel number 2. Show them what this baby can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Let's get right into it. Let's see where we're going to go here. Rock again. Double rock. You're supposed to be my buddy. Okay, what do we got? I mean, I would have much preferred this going second, but this can work too. Really depends on what my opponent does. We'll see. Because I have Dark Spell Regeneration, which is a very interesting trap card. Basically, it just lets me steal my opponent's spells when they attack me. So if my opponent were to put, I don't know, anything but that. Anything but that into the... That would have been nice for me to steal, but... No, that's unfortunate indeed. Because I could have stolen one of his spells if he attacked me. Well, that's what it is. Let me think about this. Well, let's see. During the main battle phase, banish this card. Yeah, I can search Obelisk if need be, which I might be needing to do depending on where this goes. It all depends on where it goes. I have my Guardian Slime, so that's good. And I might use Energy Max just to search out Obelisk. Just to get him around. What on earth is... Oh. 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 I was about to say there's something unique and interesting and different. It's still just Pendulum Wizards. But I'm interested in where this is going to go. Now, the question is, which one do we get? I'm just going to go with the OG. I don't know. I always kind of like the OG artwork most. I mean, the Egyptian-themed ones, fitting. But I always just kind of like Big Blue Spiky Man. That was always my preference when it came to Obelisk artworks. Anyway, what on earth are these going to do other than Pendulum Summoning, obviously? Let's see. So, okay, this is a Zark deck. Okay. It's a Zark deck. I can live with that, I think. Maybe. Possibly. I don't remember. Zark, I know what he does. He's all about field nuking and stuff. Which, depending on what happens, could be good or could be bad. We shall find out sooner rather than later. I mean, the main thing is I just need to survive. And that's what Guardian Slime is good for. Summon him when I take damage. You can put him in defense mode this time so that I can actually use him for defensive purposes. But if he leaves the board, I can just search out one of my spells that mentions Winged Dragon of Ra. Traps too, but I don't need traps right now. I need to live. Living sounds better than trap gods. I'm just saying. I'm sorry to all the Labyrinth players, but right now, I need life. I need to live. So, let's see where this is going to go. Let's see. Celestial Magician. Harmonize. What is the restriction on this thing? I thought there was a restriction on this. No, not really. Like, there's restrictions to what you can do with it, but not with restrictions afterwards. So we'll see. Regardless, I do want to also bring up I got the nice sleeves today. I was supposed to switch to sleeves because I couldn't decide which god to put on the sleeves, and I also have a deck around the Sacred Beast to do. So basically, I just made one of each. I made a sleeve for Ra, I made a sleeve for Slifer, and I made one for Obelisk. So I think they look nice. I think they look sweet. They're all going to be up on the Discord after this. So if y'all are on our Discord, or if you want to join it, link in the description, then you're free to use all my old sleeves, you know? If people ask you, just let them know where you got them. That's the only real stip in there. But for now, Guardian Slime will keep us alive. What does this do? Let's see. Damage scout this battles a monster. Detach material. Takes the attack of that monster to 0. If you do, this card gains attack equal to the original attack of the monster. Fascinating. During the battle phase, do a thing. Interesting. It is always interesting when my opponent does a thing. That is true. Let's see. During the battle phase, return this card to the extra deck. Switch summon 2 dudes from the base sub extra deck in defense mode. Cool. Neato. But you have nothing there, so I don't think you can use that effect, which is good for me, bad for you. Good for me, bad for you. Oh, Ice Phoenix mode. I can make that work. Anyway, Soul Crossing! I shall tribute summon all your nonsense. Obelisk! Time to punch people! Alright, I'll save that for afterwards. Not that this would affect Obelisk right now, because he was tribute summoned. But I'm just going to punch my opponent in the face real quick, just to make sure of things. We'll activate the True Sun God. Go ahead and search us a card. I'm thinking, yeah, Millennium Revelation for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Now, I can't play it right now. Why can't I play it right now? I don't actually remember why. Oh, right. I can only activate one card effect after Soul Cry. Okay. That's fine. I'll have it for next turn. Even better. So, now we'll see where this is going to go. It's going to be interesting here, because obviously, Pendulums are able to do a lot of comeback potential. You know, so long as they have the scales, they can just keep bringing their monsters back. So, I assume he'll bring back Astrograph, maybe? So he can bring out another crazy monster, possibly. Or Mouse Handfeed in our graveyard. No, maybe not that one. Maybe Lightworm instead. Hard to say. Supreme King, extract of the hand. I don't know, hard to say. Really depends on what they have in their hand. Will determine what my opponent's going to do. We'll see how that is going to work out for him, because I've got a nice opening hand here. I've got Obelisk on the board. One thing I will give Obelisk, that made him like semi-competitive back in the day before all the new support for Raw came out, is that of all the Egyptian gods, he's the only one with protection, which I've always thought was kind of weird. That the Egyptian gods have no protection in of themselves unless you have Mound. Is that he can't be targeted by stuff, which is really good. I really like that he has targeted protection. Good old hardened armed dragon as tribute material makes him into like a proto Avermax kind of deal. Let's see, what do we got here? Ooh, hello. Hello there, Monster Reborn. Can revive many things. Okay, gonna go for Celestial Wizard. Let's see. Just gonna go for good old rank 4 turbo. Fancy. I can definitely see this working out. I could definitely see that working out. Let me think. I really could use my slime again. I really wish there was like a slime searcher. Maybe it's just because I was playing the anime version of the slime deck the other day on stream. I wish that there was a card that searched slime monsters. You know? Kind of like a Bonfire or Medallion of the Ice Barrier sort of situation. That would be cool. What do we got here? Masquerade. That could be bad. That could be really bad. Now, thankfully, the True Sun God will stop it. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. One hot picking second here. He has a Pendulum summon. That's not what I'm worried about. So, if he goes for Avermax or something of that nature, it can't attack. I just want to point out, it wouldn't be able to attack or anything. Although, you're going for, like, more monsters. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, one good thing, I don't need to worry about Unicorn. Bad thing is, he could, oh, wait. Oh, no. He could go for Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. That would be doubly bad. That wouldn't be good at all, because that would stop me from playing Monster Reborn and stuff of that nature. I'm not a big fan of that. I would take a lot of damage. I would take a heckin' lot of damage doing that, so... Guess it depends. Yeah, that's exactly what he did! Oh, no! Now again, thankfully, he can't attack this turn. But the problem is, he's one monster short of me making an absolute comeback right here. Because he needs to have more monsters, and funnily enough, he has exactly enough attack points to finish me off. So unless I draw a monster or something, I might be doomed. Plus, this gives him like a bunch of zones, so we'll see. Alright, gets back Harmonizing for whatever reason. And let's see what we got. Breaking Ruin God. Remind me how this was. We put a basic card effect that includes specially a monster with the graveyard. Ooh! A card he can't negate. Now, granted, I can bring back Obelisk, but he can't attack this turn. That being the issue, but at the very least, I've stopped Underworld Goddess of the Closed World doing its thing for the moment, so we'll see where this is gonna go. Let's see. Playing third back Monster Reborn. I can't Sphere Mode, though. That is the issue. So what I'm gonna have to do Activate Monster Born. And bring back Guardian Slime. Yeah. Bring back Guardian Slime so I can make Egyptian God Slime. That way, at the very least, while it may not be much of much, I have a monster to protect me. Guardian Slime will go off. Okay, this works. More or less, this works. Let me see, what else do I want to get? Get another copy of the True Sun God? Sure. I can make that work. Activate another copy of the True Sun God. And search him out. Oh, boy. Do you have any spell? Oh, you do have Monster Born. That is true. Get Dark Spell Regeneration, because it's fun. Look at that, because it's a nice, fun card. So we're going to set Enter Battle Phase, even though I can't Battle Phase. And after that, Wee's Gucci. Not much else I can do. Sadly, Obelisk was only here for... I really needed to summon him, though. Because, yeah, I could have summoned it on my opponent's turn, prevented him from attacking for a hot second, but I feel like this is better. I feel like this is a better situation here, because now I've got Egyptian God Slime. My opponent can't beat over it too easy, unless they got something crazy here. And I do have my double True Sun God, so... Well, I never liked the whole floodgating nature of this thing. It is keeping me alive, so I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. You know what? One thing I really kind of wish... I know this is a reference to the anime. I kind of wish that there was alternate artwork for Egyptian God Slime with the other Egyptian God cards. I feel like there's this... Like, the Egyptian gods were all meant to be in their own separate decks, but Ra is the only one that got a lot of support to him. And I really wish there was more for everybody else. Okay, so now he's got the Magician. Now he's got the other Magician. He can get one more. Actually, you could have gotten two, my man. If you'd put this over here, I'm just saying. So, yeah, he's got to get the Magician Gate. I do know how this part works. This way he can get that Trap Card of his. And that Trap Card of his can summon out Zark. I don't remember if Zark destroys the whole board or if it's just my monsters, though. I played Zark so much. I remember I played it with Sulfur Chords, and it was cool. But I can't remember if Zark nukes everything or just monsters. I mean, either way, it's not necessarily a good situation, but it is what it is. We'll see. I'm really hoping he actually links these off. That'd be great. Because he has to keep this on the board. That I do remember. He has to keep Gate Magician on the board, otherwise he gets nothing. The trouble is going to be the fact that he has links, and that's like the biggest weakness of Sphere Mode, is that if you just link the darn thing off, then you get a whole lot of nothing. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, right now, Dark Spell is waiting in the wing. Let me nab that monster at Born, or Lightning... Well, maybe No, not Lightning Storm. I have too many face-up spell traps. Too much of that. What do we got? What's on the docket? Ooh, Dragon Clearwing. Destroy all face-up monsters. No! Slimy! He was my only friend. He was my only buddy. Alright, well, that kind of stinks. Just a little bit. That's what it is. Yeah, he battle phase. You still can't battle, my dude. True Sun... Oh, yeah. You can attack. Good. That's what I was hoping for. Dark Spell Regeneration. Give me your Monster Born spell. Hand it over. This is mine now. This is my spell. Alright, so... Oh, wait, no. Astrograph can still attack! No! Curse you, Clearwing Dragon! Oh, that stinks. I was cursed. The only thing that slime is not immune to is just field nukes. Alright, well, that's an unfortunate thing, but, you know, that happens too. But at the very least, we got to do some other cool things with this deck. We got to summon Obelisk this time, so that's always good. That's what I wanted to do. So, let's go ahead for one more duel today, and go for the goal. Let's try to... We'll see if Slifer shows up, prima donna that he is. We'll see if the executive producer wants to grace us with his overwhelming presence, and we'll see where it goes. Let's go ahead for one more duel. Alrighty, everybody, our third opponent, the fighting third, as we like to call it. Go all in, all through, go for the gold, and let's go first. I feel first is better here. Alright, there you go. Slifer is abound. Very nice. And also, ironically, yeah, Mound is also bound, which I think is just funny. Let's see here. What do we want to do? I really wish I had my Millennium Revelation right now. That would have been peak. Peak turn right there. Let's see. Level 10 Aqua, 0 attack point. Yep. Cool. I got Reactor Slimy. That's right. I've got the Slime Boy. What say ye to that, sir? You gonna immediately you gonna imperm this or something? You that scared of the slime time? Possibly. Possibly, but I kind of oh my goodness, you did. Okay. You want to just straight up negate that? Go right ahead, my man. Gonna set some cards and activate Round of the Bound Creator. I have that all set up and all's done. All's done, son. Once the battle phase starts, Reactor Slime is gonna toast your butt. Oh, light stage, you say? Aw. That could be troublesome, depending on where this goes. Trickstars, I know from experience, they got some pretty nasty combos to them. And you're gonna target, yeah, one with the Sun God. I'm just gonna chain that right now. I'm gonna just play it right now. Not that I can play it right now, but I'm gonna play it right now. I'll think that will work just fine. So here's the rub here. Here's the rub. The one tricky thing in this particular build is making Slifer turn 1 is really difficult for this deck to do. It's not impossible, but it is really difficult to do. And the funny thing is, like, Obelisk and Ra are clearly going second beatdown monsters, but Slifer is the going first setup dude. If you don't know about Slifer, it's like, you have him on the board, and if your opponent summons monsters with 2,000 less attack, they get destroyed, because it just reduces the attack of anything summoned by 2,000. And then if it goes to 0, it gets blown up. And then he gets more attack for every card in your hand. It's a very interesting monster, but he's the kind of guy you have to really build your deck around. That's the thing. Like, you can throw Obelisk into crazy stuff. I once played Obelisk and had Emancipators, which I thought was one of my finest moments, honestly. That was one of the best decks. And then Ra has all the support and stuff. With Slifer, you really got to build around getting Slifer on the board, because he doesn't have a searcher dedicated to him, and he doesn't have an archetypal sort of thing going to him, so it's just trickier, that's all. And you have to start with him. So we'll see where this is going to go. Because, yeah, he's got his Trickster Fusion. Linking off these two. Why couldn't you just let me draw one card? Why not? Yeah, got Dramatis. That'll get you another card. Get you lots of cards, indeed. Good old Drummer. Get Corbane. Yep. Yep. Okay. And then you're going to go for, yeah, Nobilis Angel. Effect damage is inflicted. Target a face-up card and destroy it. Oh, no. If he destroys Reactor Slimy, I'm going to be boned. Unless I top deck into Sphere Mode, but, you know, we'll see how that's going to go. Alright, so Aqua Angel's on the board. Yep, that's protecting your monsters. Corbane is going to be around. Let's see. No sign of burn yet, but that could change very quickly. What's this doing? Oh, no, he looked at all my cards. I needed those. Alright, so what do we got? Trickster Fest, giving you some tokens. Alright. I mean, again, just have to wait for the battle phase. That's the only. Let's see, what does this do? A monster this card points to destroys by. This is destroyed by battle. Oh no, it's Devratus! No, that's burn damage. That's more burn damage. That's even more burn damage. No! Slimy! Why do the slimes have to suffer so? Why do the... Oh. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. Why didn't you destroy Reactor Slime? I haven't the faintest clue. Oh. Oh, then now you're doing something else. Okay. Bring back candy. Okay, cool. Cool! Alright, well, I don't know why he didn't do anything about slime time, but okay. Get out Metal Reflect Slime. How much damage is this? That's a lot of damage. I should probably activate Metal Reflect Slime, even though if this leaves the board, I'm just boned. Again. But thankfully, Round of the Bound Creator does not specify, like, it has to be a tribute monster or an Egyptian god monster. Any level 10 monster is protected under Round of the Bound Creator. So, in that respect, we're in a good position here. Now, where it goes from here is a bit of a tricky wicket. I still would really love Millennium Revelations. But we'll see how this is going to go. Now, remind me... Reincarnation. Let's see. End phase. Let's see, what am I allowed to do with this thing again? Let's see. Place monster born from deck on top of the graveyard. Divine Beast is in the graveyard. No. I will consider that at a future point. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, although, no, he's got to reincarnate. Man, what am I talking about? I was about to say, this is great. This is amazing. This is the best top deck we could have had. But he's probably going to reincarnate me and wipe my hand. Then again, he knows I have Slifer. Would he just do that? Okay, he will not do that. Cool. Alright, let's see. Yes. Alright, so you for certain... What does this one do? Every time opponent summons a monster, inflict damage. Yeah, I want to get rid of that too. Let's see. Every time a monster that's got points destroyed by battle. Every time your opponent takes damage from a Trickstar. Okay, boom, boom, and boom. Go away. Winged Dragon of Ra, Sphere Mode meets Slime Time. Eat the slime time, baby. Alright, so with that said and done, I'm thinking here. You know what? I'm going to activate the Revived Sky God. I'm going to activate this, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go ahead and get Monster Born on top of my deck. That way, next turn, I can revive Slime Time, summon Slime Time, use effect of Slime Time, and then go from there. And if this guy has Corbane, who cares? Because Corbane will not save you that. Well, it'll kind of save you, but I can't be beaten in battle anyway. Ah, burn. It burns. Okay, this is fine. If I remember correctly, aren't most Trickster links like super specific? Yeah, most of them are like super specific. Like you need Trickstars to go for the links. So unless this guy's playing generic links, which is possible. No! Oh. Well, there goes my plan to summon out Slifer the Sky Dragon. Okay, that's neither here nor there. So what are you going to do now? Let's see. Oh no, if he goes for Noblest Angel... that's not great. That ain't great, Jimmy. Let's see. Effect damage is inflicted. Target a face-up card on the field and blow it up. Yeah, that would not be good. Let's see. And now this will add a Blue Tears card, or bring back Divratus. Oh, that'll... Oh, no! Oh, no! This isn't good. He's gonna blow up Mound. Because he can't even... Wait, is this non-targeted? No, it is targeted. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna pop my dang field spell. And I will be able to get a Divine Monster, though, so... The problem is, Slime Boy, well, he can't be beaten in battle. He is now weaker than my opponent's monsters, which is not good. It's not good at all, but it's what it is. Alright, so what do we got? Foxy Glove. Thinking here. I'm thinking of where I can go with this one, because if I get back to Slime Time, I can get the tokens. Also, I missed that missed timing, unfortunately, so I don't get a search, which really stinks. That part really stinks, more than anything else. That part, stinky. But, I was just thinking, if I get Obelisk, tribute 2 of the tokens, I'd have to lose God Slime, but I would still get something out of it. So, we'll see. What are you doing? You have another Corbane? That seems like a waste, but okay. Ow! I'm being poked! Memphis doesn't like to be poked! What was the point of that? Oh, it does something if it's blown up, doesn't it? Or no, Kolchika! Oh no, it was Kolchika! Ah! You only have the one of those, right? You only use it once per turn anyway. Okay, good. Ow! Stop burning me! I don't appreciate it! Oh, balls, am I dead? I'm dead, aren't I? No, wait, Catbat already attacked, right? Yeah, it did. Okay! By some trickery, I am alive. Granted, if I summon something, I will die. Let's see, oh no, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Ah! Trickstars! I love him, but I hate him at the same time. It's like, I just want a game, and this guy's just constantly poking me. Can you imagine, local, someone just pokes you over and over? Tricky thing, but that's unfortunately all the time we have for today, folks. So let's go ahead to the end screen, and we'll talk more about this deck here. Alrighty, everybody, so our 60-card Egyptian God deck regrettably only went 1 out of 3, but it was actually surprisingly effective despite what I was thinking. Originally, I got this deck with, and I thought, there's no way it's going to do that well. It's just like 3 of everything, but surprisingly enough, you know, we were actually able to do some good stuff. We got out Ra, of course, being the most consistent Egyptian God, but we got to really overwhelm people with Ra. Obelisk showed up and started swinging and really trying to get out Slifer, but unfortunately, Trickstars are just too tricky. Just a little too tricky, but overall, well, I think this deck could have used a little bit more, you know, consistency boost here and there. Ultimately, I think it was actually not too terrible. You know, I thought it was actually pretty good. I liked the theme of it, and I liked the whole idea behind it. I just wish there was more generic Egyptian God support here and there, but regardless of that, I hope everybody enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to hit up that good old like button and consider subscribing to help this channel to not die for the 5th time this week. So here's the deck profile for anyone who is curious as to what we're playing today. Take it out. Have yourself a good time with it. So for our main deck, we run 3 of each of the Egyptian gods with all alternative artworks, of course, so that everyone has their own flavor. We have 2 copies of Winged Dragon of Ra Immortal Phoenix. Of course, we bring that guy back from the grave when Ra leaves the board and all that good stuff. Pretty good. 3 copies of the Guardian Slime. Very nice monster. Nice hand trap. Bit of defense. Bit of searching. Can also go into Egyptian God Slime with this thing if need be. We, of course, have our 3 copies of Winged Dragon of Ra's Sphere Mode. Excellent board breaking monster this one is. 3 copies of Ra's Disciple, which a little limited in what it can do. But this plus True Sun God makes it easy to turbo out Ra. Nice little tribute engine in of itself. Oh, it's a thing. 3 copies of the Reactor Slime, another very nice monster, summoning it out. Get 2 tokens per turn, as long as you keep the darn thing on the board. And then, of course, you can tribute it off, get out your Metal Flex Slime, play it the same turn for some defense. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. We have our 3 copies of the True Name. A very silly spell, which if you call the card on top of your deck correctly, which not always going to be able to do, but if you use something like, where did it go? Where did it? Yeah, if you use like Revive Sky God with it, you can just turbo out any Egyptian God monster. It's pretty nice. You get to add the card to your hand. You get Monster Born. You can then special summon a Divine Monster from the deck, so that's pretty good. So it's a pretty interesting spell. It doesn't always go off, but there's ways of making it work. Of course, we have our 1 Monster Born because we have things that support it, search it, all the good stuff. 2 copies of Soul Crossing, which is just an amazing spell. It's like Stormforth on steroids. Just lets you tribute out 3 of your opponent's monsters. It's only for Divine Beast, but that's all we're playing. 3 copies of Thunder Force Attack, which would have been amazing along with Slifer. It lets me nuke my opponent's board. And then if I play it during my main phase, I get to draw more cards, equal to the number of monsters destroyed. So, pretty interesting board breaker there. 3 copies of the Breaking Ruin God. Nice little spell for reviving Obelisk the Tormentor. And if I happen to have a couple monsters on the board at the same time, I can tribute those monsters, banish this card from the grave, and banish all my opponent's monsters in their graveyard. Big old burn damage with this thing. 3 copies of the True Sun God for searching out Ra, being a little bit of a floodgate, and allowing me to set up Immortal Phoenix. 3 copies of Millennium Revelation to ditch off one of my Egyptian gods, setting up various things, searching out Monster Born, and then I can ditch it to revive the Egyptian gods from the grave with Monster Born. We have ourselves 3 copies of Mount of the Bound Creator. Nice little field spell. Gives all the Egyptian gods that protection that I wish was built into them. But it also lets me burn my opponent when they beat over stuff. And if it gets destroyed, I can add a Divine Monster from the deck to the hand. 2 copies of Dark Spell Regeneration. Originally was at 3, but I find 2 is just plenty. Because if my opponent attacks, I can just steal a spell from their graveyard. I can banish it and send Monster Born from the hand of the set to the graveyard to summon out Ra from my graveyard. And then, what was the other thing? You send a monster and pump controls to the graveyard. And all the other stuff about just getting rid of Ra in the turn. But it's a nice spell if I just need to steal my opponent's stuff. That's the bread and butter of it. Just steal your opponent's spells that you like to use. 3 copies of Revive Sky God. Really great when Slifer decides to hit the graveyard. Because I can revive Ra from the grave. Or not Ra. I can revive Slifer from the grave. And then both players draw. Till we both have 6 cards. More cards in the hand makes Slifer bigger. Yeah, you're getting your opponent's cards in the hand. But the trade-off is usually worth it. And of course, I can also banish it, put Monster Born on top of the deck, And if I happen to have a god in the grave, I get to draw another card too, so it's pretty neat. 3 copies of Soul Energy Max, which is a nice little dude. When I go ahead and summon out Obelisk onto the board, I contribute 2 face-up monsters on my board, and then destroy all my opponent's monsters, inflict 4,000 points of damage to the opponent, and I can banish it to search out Obelisk and summon it if I happen to have the materials for it. 2 copies of Magic Trick Mirror, which is essentially the exact same thing as Dark Spell Regeneration, except it's for Obelisk, not for Ra. Then we have, of course, our 3 Metal Reflect Slimes, our Trap Monster Extraordinaire, helps make an Egyptian God Slime better, and 3 copies of Sun God Unification, nice little trap card for more special summoning Ra. We need more life points, or what have you, more damage, whatever you need. 3 copies of the Egyptian God Slime is the only extra deck we need, as it's the only card we really care about. As for the side deck, if you want to go straight up just nothing but Ra, which understandable, he's the only one with all the support, you have things like Ancient Chant to search him out, and give you attack points when you tribute summon Ra. You have Blaze Cannon, which can allow Ra to do massive damage. We got Dangers of the Divine to special summon Ra from the deck, or it's from the Hand of the Banishment, but either way, summoning out Ra with this card. That's another option as well. You have Fist of Fate, which is a great card for Obelisk as well. You just summon out Obelisk and start beating into the opponent with this thing. I don't remember what the whole effect is. I'm not going to read it. My head is hurting. But, yeah, Fist of Fate, if you want to go for Obelisk, there you go. We also have another Dark Spell, another Magic Trick Mirror, another copy of Phoenix Mode if you feel like it. But, honestly, I think the deck works just fine here. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. And next time on the channel, we're going to be looking at the Sacred Beast. Same sort of idea with lots of 3-ofs of everything, but a lot more interesting in like other techs that the deck has. So till next time, y'all stay safe, you stay happy, you have a good one. I'll see you guys on the flip side.